Alola everybody! Hello everyone, welcome to the Foreverlocke finale of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Hi Light, hi Wolfian, hello everyone else who is in the chat. Welcome to this finale where I saved the images to show you my team. But I forgot to actually put the images into the Foreverlocke. I do that about half the time. I forget to put them actually into my overlays. I'm gonna put this one in. And then I'll put team image in. Just real quick, because I like to use the Nuzlocke tracker to show you what my team is like. Those that were here yesterday, you saw me beat Koga, you saw me beat Sabrina, you saw me beat Blaine, I got close to Giovanni, I beat Giovanni on my own, I got to Victory Road. I was like, alright, Lion, I played Let's Go Eevee. There was this one trainer that caused me a death, and that was the first coach trainer in Victory Road who had a Ditto. I was like, I'm prepared. I know it's a Ditto now. I beat it up with my Hitmonlee. That Ditto is fast. That Ditto has a lot of health, potentially more, but they transformed in turn 1. So all I can really say is that they're really fast, and they have a lot of HP investment. As I transformed into my Hitmonlee, and my Hitmonlee was hitting hard, they were hitting, in terms of percentage of max HP, they were hitting harder. Even though Hitmonlee is supposed to have more health than a Ditto. So that shows their HP investment with the candies. So I switched to my Scyther, who flinched him with Air Slash and then got him with another Air Slash. Still didn't go down. Then hit him with an X Scissor. Finally got him down. That was still scary, so maybe I should just skip that Ditto trainer, because that thing has so much candy investment. It's crazy. Unfortunately, I was like, alright, fine, yeah, we're gonna get to the league without deaths. No. If you look at my team, you might not see anything weird. Oh, this doesn't quite work. I need to make it a little smaller. You might not notice anything weird. This is just my team. We got Kabutops, we got Jinx, Hitmonlee, Scyther, Seja, Oddish. That was the team I had. Slightly updated moves for some of them since yesterday's stream, but that's fine, right? Nothing wrong? Here's the thing, though. Hitmonlee wasn't called Kick Your Butt, it was called Kick Your Ass. And I didn't re-nickname it. Halfway Victory Road, there was a black belt with a Hitmonlee. I happen to have my Hitmonlee first in the party, so I'm like, alright, that works. I set up a bulk up to improve my attack and defense, and then I can have a safer and better fight for the rest of that trainer. I was also looking at a Twitch stream at the time. Was looking at that for a few seconds, looked back on my Switch screen, and I had a dead Hitmonlee. So I don't know what that other Hitmonlee did. I assume it was like a stab, a high jump, no, like stab obviously, but like high jump kick, crit. No way that, especially with a bulk up, that would take me out. But yeah, Hitmonlee died. And in normal Concho, you could only get one Hitmonlee. Luckily in Let's Go, there's a few more opportunities for most Pokemon, especially ones that are excluded, like you can only get one of normally. Hitmonlee can be caught in Victory Road. It just took forever to find it. And with Machoke also being a legal encounter and me not wanting to catch one there, because I wanted it in Gen 3, it took a while to find a Hitmonlee. Did catch a new Hitmonlee, trained it up with some mostly speed candies and defense candies. Got it some new moves. It got superpower with the TM that I found right after I caught it. I think this will be a nice thing to go with. Get a few more speed and defense candies since that stream before this stream. This is going to be our squad. Unfortunately, our death... Yeah. Kick your ass, the Hitmonlee died at level 57. No, not that one. I wanted to move this one. And now we have Kick Your Butt. It was like Kick Your Ass, Kick Your Butt. Kind of works. That's the squad. Got my sailor costume on. Pikachu's my assistant. They can't legally battle in the Foreverlocke because you can't transfer to Pokemon Home. But I already have Pikachu in the Hall of Fame anyway. That was Pokemon Yellow playthrough 2. Pikachu was one of the first 4, together with Pidgey, Gyarados, and Fearow. Now let's add 6 more Concho Pokemon. And assuming all 6 of these make it in, that leaves only Machoke as a Pokemon I have not obtained yet in Gen 1. I've had it before in Gen 4, but it died during the Platinum finale, playthrough 25 I think it was. And I haven't recaught it. I'd prefer to catch it in Gen 3. So next time I'm I have that available in Gen 3 to catch a Machoke, I will, and then that will be 100% obtained. If you go on ahead, you'll face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, the door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. It's that simple, really. The league before the Gen 4 chaos, says Wolfian in chat. Yeah, we're doing Gen 4 after this, and we're not doing an easy one. The next game that we're planning, normally I announce it during the credits, but I've said it before, like during yesterday's stream, Platinum is what we're going to do next. We're going to start with a level 1 Giratina, but the rest of the team doesn't really have that great strength and or coverage, so we're going to rely a lot on Giratina. And Platinum, I had a lot of deaths the last time I did it, playthrough 25, and then the finale had that clutch moment with the Yanmega who on its own beat 4 of Cynthia's Pokemon to at least get 1 Hall of Famer in. And that required a flinch on the Milotic so they couldn't Ice Beam or Miracle Me back. Well, that's for next time. Before we get to Platinum, we have some Elite Four members to face. Lorelei, we've met before. Welcome to the Pokemon League. Oh, looks like you finally made your way here. Sure took you a while, though. Well then, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Lorelei of the Elite Four. No one can best me when it comes to icy Pokemon. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they are frozen solid. That's because frozen Pokemon can't do a thing in battle. Are you ready? I like how there's like little weather effects, the icy cold. Really adds to the theme of it. This league determines the normal ending or the good ending. You can make that argument, yeah. We have a bit of a level advantage on, I believe, the entire league, because my lowest Pokemon is level 61 or 62. The highest in the league is 57. I think in the original league, in Kanto, the ace Pokemon go 56, 58, 60, 62, 65. Well, here the ace starts at 52, and then goes 53, 54, 55, 57. Some things are made more difficult, some things are made a bit more easier, and the league became a bit more approachable in terms of levels, at least. Alright, Shinzo. In general, the team has had a lot of speed investment due to me catching some extra Spearow and Rattata. So there won't be too many Pokemon that outspeed my Pokemon, and especially the slower ones, like Kabutops, like Oddish, have had a lot of investment. That one with Kissy Face. I feel like Kabuto should have been safe as well. And some, if they hit me like 5 times with Spike Cannon, it could be bad. But Jinx having a very low defense and pretty low HP as well meant that I gave Jinx a lot of my defense investment after I caught a few Geodude earlier. So. Yeah. That's one shot on the Cloyster, that one's done. Jinx has good speed and special attack, but if it fails to KO something, then it can get scary. A slow bro. Does have flamethrower. Do I have Shinzo? I think I'll Shinzo. Shinzo is one of my viewers. I'm raising money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and I have an incentive where if you donate at least $5 through the Twitch charity tool for IDF, which stands for Immune Deficiency Foundation, then you can choose a Pokemon that I have not yet caught in the Foreverlocke, and then choose a nickname for it. I will name it after you. And Shinzo chose Kabutops. They donated a while ago. And I knew that it was likely Kabutops was going to be used in Let's Go Pikachu. I didn't know exactly when I'd be playing Let's Go Pikachu at the time. I got around to it. So we have Shinzo here, our Kabutops. That's over half, that's good. That's about what I was looking for. Not a lot of damage, please. Less damage than I expected, I'll take it. And we Leech Life and get some of our health back. We have, this is Gen 7, this is powerful Leech Life. I really like powerful Leech Life. I think of Legend ZA, like that. I'm considering doing that one after Platinum as a Foreverlocke run, but I don't think I know enough about the game yet to really want to do that. Maybe a few runs after. I can just do that whenever now. Alright, Lapras, that's the big one. I'm going with Bubble Blast. Even though Bubble Blast doesn't have a great move against Lapras, they don't have a great one back either. Like, it's gonna be Dragon Pulse versus Dragon Pulse. I might use Flash Cannon instead. They also load dodge special events. I'm now getting used to Pokemon Champions and how they list stuff. They list just 10% chance to burn, 20% chance to flinch, 20% chance to lower special defense. They just list the exact percentage chances for side effects like this. The Dragon Ball is slightly stronger, but lowering the special defense with Flash Cannon would be great. Just getting one special defense drop and then a Dragon Pulse. Because this looks like it might be around a 4 KO. And if I don't get the special defense drop, then that might not quite be the 4 KO. Well, if I Dragon Pulse all the time, I might have. Yeah, that's about half. I think I'll just go for Dragon Pulse just to have a slightly higher chance of getting the KOs there. Although they hit me for about 60 damage, I have to heal here. But I have plenty of healing items. They have Hydro Pump as well, which boosts to 180, halves down to 90. Actually, if Hydro Pump hits, even with being not very effective, it is actually slightly stronger than Dragon Pulse. 120? No, actually, no, it's 110 base power. Originally, it's 120. Well, actually, on a crit, I go down. Didn't really think about that. Looking at Dragon Pulse, I could go kick your butt and then just smack him. Yeah. Kick your butt's pretty good special defense. Didn't really think about that crit. Now they can really take me out with Blizzard or Hydro Pump. Although that did so little. I'll take it. Yeah, because Seadra does have a very low special defense, so pretty much any special defense candy I had, which wasn't a lot, went to Seadra. Break. With the foot. Lapras down. I think that's just Jinx remaining. So we're going to have a mirror match. Jinx versus Jinx. Jinx versus Kissy Face. Who is the stronger Jinx? I'm gonna guess it's mine. Especially considering yours doesn't have Shadow Ball. Go Kissy Face. Didn't go. Wow. Oh, Jinx does have a good special defense. With not HP and physical defense. Just throw another Shadow Ball. I don't think they have full restores in this game. What are the things on the side of Jinx's dress? The things that point to the side? I still don't know. They're not there in the first 2 generations of sprites. They come in after. Somewhere in Gen 3. I don't know what it is. I can't think of like a fashion trend either, or like what kind of under the piece under the clothing it might be. I'm not sure. If someone knows what that is, the pointy things in the side of Jinx's dress, then please let me know. I am interested. Heal you. He'll kick your butt. He'll blah blah blah. We've already seen 4 of my Pokemon, which is quite unusual for an elite, this first Elite 4 fight to immediately see that many. And the thing is, we're gonna see Pokemon number 5 right now. The Pokemon that started the playthrough. The Pokemon that soloed all the way to getting to Celadon City. Or Saffron, technically, but I'll say Celadon to make it clear that it's before Gym 4. When we got to Celadon, we met Brock, he gave us a tea, we went into Saffron. I did a little bit of training still, but then fought in the fighting dojo against Hitmonlee. Oddish and Hitmonlee did some more fighting, although they were both weak to Psychic and to Flying, which still made it scary. But once we got to Fuchsia, we were able to get Scyther. We got Sea Skim, which got us the others. Even though getting to Cinnabar Island and Seafoam Islands was scary enough, considering the trainers around there are stronger than I was. But we made it in here. Unfortunately with 1 death in Victory Road, but hey, 6 Hall of Famers is still possible. I am Bruno, the Elite Four. Through rigorous training, people and Pokemon can become stronger, without limit. I've lived and trained with my fighting Pokemon. That will never change. Potato, was it? We will grind you down with our superior power. Whoa! He still has his Onix, but he only has 1 Onix. He decided, okay, I'm actually going to use another fighting type called Poliwrath. Not Primeape, but at least we have a Poliwrath. But he starts with an Onix, kind of iconic for the anime as well. In the anime, Bruno had an Onix. Alright, Sleetish. Mega Drain! Good job. For the rest of the fight, I think it's Kissy Face time. My Kissy Face's defense, even with the defense skin, still isn't amazing, although it is a lot better than it was before. I do think that with the level difference plus the speed and special attack that Jinx has, I can one-shot all of these Pokemon. And Jinx's Psychic was one of the 2 moves I believe that I gave the PP Max to, the other being Hitmonlee's Superpower. Even though I expect to use Psychic a lot more. I thought those would be the best to use it on. Hitmonlee could use Feint, but that's not going to deal a lot of damage. Although it gives us some kind of indication, I suppose, of the damage we can take from physical moves. Didn't use it. Rock Slide would have been so much better here. So that's probably what they went for. I didn't do a Hitmonlee versus Hitmonlee fight. We could have done a mirror match. Decided to just go with Big Jinx. Champ can deal big damage, but remember, no abilities, no held items in this game. So no lefties, no Bright Powder, no Choice Band, no Lumberry, no Guard, no Intimidate, no Water Absorb, no Levitate and stuff like Ghastly and Gengar. Not that Gengar would have had Levitate in this gen, but no abilities. There's a Poliwrath. Psychic. Hey, look, fun new Pokemon, and it's gone. It does add some extra stab coverage and defensive coverage with Poliwrath being a water type as well. We got him. That wasn't too hard. I remember in the Let's Go Eevee finale, Victory Ball was easily the strongest Pokemon because I trained that one a lot in the early game. That was our starting Pokemon. Caught it as a Bellsprout in Route 1. This time we caught an Oddish, and it stayed as Oddish. Alright, Agatha is up next. I'm gonna start with Kissy Face. Do I have everyone healed? Yes. I'll start with Kissy Face, but I'll use Hitmonlee on 1 or 2 of them as well. And I'll probably only use Scyther against the finale. The finale. I am Agatha of the Elite Four. I hear Oak's taken a lot of interest in you, child. That old duff was once tough and handsome, but that was decades ago. He's a shadow of his former self. Now he just wants to fiddle with his Pokédex. He's a fool. Pokemon are for battling. Potato, I'll show you how a real trainer battles. Started with Arbok. Does actually have some decent moves with Crunch and Poison Jab compared to the earlier games where they don't. Bite is their best move, and it's still normal type there. I think they have Glare in the normal game, then Wrap and maybe Screech. Here's Gengar. The question is, which Gengar is it? We're gonna go with Kick Your Butt. Even though I think Jinx can probably do it. with speed and special attack. We're using Hitmonlee here. I assume this is the first Gengar. Yeah, this is the first Gengar. Love the color on Gengar, it really pops. We're going to make use of the fact that there's no Levitate. Bye-bye. Earthquake. The other Gengar comes out next. Now, the other Gengar does have Dazzling Gleam. But I think I'll just stay in, because I was faster than the first Gengar. Thanks to the speed investment. Beat this one too. Let's go, Earthquake. For this one, we go Shinzo. Let's see if Shinzo outspeeds Golbat. Golbat's pretty fast, but it's... I keep thinking Zubat and Golbat are pretty fast, but I'm basing that mostly on knowing that Crobat's really fast. I think Crobat's like 120, 130 base speed, something like that. But they gain a lot of base speed when evolving from Golbat to Crobat. Golbat's still fast, but a lot of speed gains from Golbat to Crobat. Boot Job is faster, let's go, Golbat down. We get to Weezing. I'll use Kissy. Wait, I don't have a Pokemon active, do I? And then out of my Pokeball. No! I was gonna have one. It was gonna be Oddish. I don't think I have Oddish walking behind me. I stopped doing that when I was hunting like doing a catch combo with some Spearow yesterday. Just to make sure that any kind of grass move was a Pokemon that I could actually catch. It was not as important if Oddish can't appear in the wild in that area, which it can't on Route 3. But it's so nice to just have a Pokemon behind you, so... I'm gonna quickly pull Oddish out, because Oddish deserves that. Oddish! Come out the Pokeball. Hi, what do you think of this league so far? Nervous. Full of determination. That sounds like a good emotion feeling to have. Want to play? All right, let's play with the next trainer. We are gonna fight Lance, and Lance actually has a Pokemon that we can fight with Oddish. It does not open with Gyarados in this. It doesn't even have a second Dragonair or Dragonite. He added a Pokemon that can become a dragon in the Johto games, even though it won't in this game. And he took his Charizard from his Johto games as well, to replace the two Dragonair. He still has Gyarados and Aerodactyl, but he just doesn't open with Gyarados. So Oddish gets another fight. Although it's a Seadra, this is another opportunity for Seadra versus Seadra. No, but I want to use Oddish. So you're Potato. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You likely know that dragons are Pokemon spoken of in legends. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your Pokemon League challenge ends with me, Potato. I like that. It's funny, yet it sounds serious enough. I like that in Switch games I can just do whatever name, it doesn't matter. I love this intro scene as well. Alright, Seadra at the start. Not that he has a lot of dragons, he literally only has one dragon now. And because he has Seadra, he's not a flying type user, like pure flying type user, like he is in Gen 2. Like Gen 1 he isn't because he has the Dragonair. Dragonair is not a flying type yet. Gen 2 his team is fully flying type. The 3 Dragonite, Aerodactyl, Gyarados, Charizard. Not a lot of flying moves, but they just happen to be flying type. All secondary type, which makes sense. Alright, Aerodactyl. That will be Bubble Blast. Seadra might have a really low special defense, either 40 or 45 base. It's a 95 base defense. So we can take these hits pretty well. We go first. We stand in the wave. We drown the place. We create some leaks and some floor damage. Just like we did in Koga's gym. Just like we did in Silphgo. Lots of water damage. Was it Bowser help you design the bottom of those pillars? Oh, Gyarados. We don't have an electric move on the team. However, I've learned from experience how to deal with Gyarados. And it's called Shinzo the Kabutops. Rock Slide! I think the first one that survives Rock Slide. Makes sense how he uses a bit more training, but he flinched. Haha! Wait, am I not at full health? Oh, is Kabuto's not at full health? Did I just miss that from earlier? I don't know. Leech Slide, let's get health. I was going first, I didn't need Aqua Jet. Yoink! That's not going to heal me for 3, is that? Unless they have at least 6 HP, which I guess is still possible. Yay! They had at least 6 HP. We're back at full health. Still very few level ups, but I suppose they did use rare candies on most of them before this. Dragonite. Seadra seems like a really nice idea, but they do have Hyper Beam, and that's special attack. Seadra's special defense is still low. I'm going with Jinx instead for more speed, more special attack. If they hit me with Outrage or Fire Punch, Outrage being the strongest, that it still hurts, but I should be faster. I have a 4x super effective stab, Ice Beam. I really like the updated animations and champions for most moves, just not Earthquake so far. One of the things I really like about the Ice Beam animation in champions is how as the ice move goes to the opponent, the floor becomes like semi-frozen. You see the ice effects on it, which I think is really cool. You see a bit of the small bits of rock still on the ground after like something like a rock slide. That's really cool too. Okay, Shinzo gets a level up. Try Sword Stance. Nah, it's a bit too late for Sword Stance now. Still have Charizard. That's all special moves. I'm going with Shinzo. Because the only thing they can hit me with that I don't resist is Dragon Pulse, and that should be fine. Would Waterfall be enough to take him out? I think so. Level difference, stats, stab. Yeah, Charizard down. This game does it well, where the ace Pokemon, in this case Dragonite, can be sent out as not the last Pokemon. I really like that when games do that, because there's games that don't. I still can't believe my dragon's lost to you. Potato, you are now the Pokemon League champion. Or, you would have been. But you have one more challenge left. There's one more trainer to face. The trainer is Professor Oak! Oh, I forgot about this! They pulled like some with... This is in Gen 7, so it comes after Sun and Moon in release order. And Sun and Moon is like, you're gonna have to face me, and you have Kukui to face. And then they pulled this joke in Ultra, where especially, like, they already make it seem based on the dialogue that you're gonna face Kukui again, but you actually face How, and they do they fool you with that. Hello there, Potato! Congratulations on your victory over Lance! What's with that look of surprise? Ah, your timing is perfect, Professor. Potato, the one you will face is Professor Oak! Well, not really. It's Ocean. He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the Pokemon League champion. That's right. In the past, trainers who defeated the Elite Four were only recorded as champions. This time, however, we'll be officially establishing the champion as part of the Pokemon League. I like how they do that, because when the original games were made, that was just the only thing. You just had the Elite Four and then the champ. And then how that was properly established as an organization wasn't really said. And then in every future game, they had, look at okay, Elite Four, and then there's a champ who stands above them, stronger team, full team of 6, stuff like that. I like that here now they're, with that knowledge in the back of their mind, they're establishing how they're setting it up. Professor Oak here is here to officiate the crowning of the new champion. It seems only fitting that it should be either you or Ocean. You're the two who took care of Team Rocket, after all. Now then, head onward to the stage of your final battle. The final bit. I forgot it's just like Fire Red Leaf game, but it's the alternate universe account. Yeah, it is alternate universe. And I like that it's mostly the same, but there's alternate universe enough that it makes it really interesting. Okay, we actually have everyone on full health now. I believe elixir. Where's the elixirs? Is that a medicine? Everyone just gets elixired up. I don't think I ever used Scyther. I'm gonna try to use Scyther. Yeah, the old HP sure look maximum. You can see the amount of investment Oddish has had in special attack and speed. Alright, let's do this thing. And let's have our rival Ocean show us a mechanic that we haven't actually seen in action yet this entire playthrough. Which normally, this is the only fight where we see an opponent use it. We could use it if we had one of Charizard, Venus, or Blastoise. But we don't. Pinsir's capable of it, but only in post-game here, so I wasn't able to do it last time. That's a cool scene. He didn't even look, he knows when to catch it. He's cool. Oh, you did it, Potato! Oh man, that's great, I've been waiting! You beat the Elite Four and became the champion! You probably heard from the professor, right? From now on, the champion will be part of the Pokemon League and battle all kinds of trainers. I'm really glad my first opponent turned out to be you, Potato. You're the one trainer I want to test my best against, after all. Let's battle, Potato. The champion seed is on the line. Like there's a longer intro into the scene. Bah, bah, bah. I wonder if I put Trace against Gita to see who would lose. I don't know. I feel like Gita would make the most sense. But Trace is good too. Just overall, if you look at all the champions, Trace is probably on the lower end of my favorite champions, and Gita probably too. There's others I like a lot more. Alder's kinda because you don't fight him as champion. You just see him a couple times. And his team is kinda cool. Maybe a few too many bugs. Anyway. I want to see a cool mechanic that where in a Foreverlocke, this is the only fight we'll ever see it, and it's always on this Pidgeot. Mega Evolution! Here's the thing though, yeah, that Pidgeot's gonna die. I remember Trace can switch, so he might switch next time. He never switches turn 1. Hot take that. I go first, so I'll just Waterfall, predicting the switch is not Aqua Jet. Okay. Well, 2 Waterfalls is stronger than 1 super effective Rock Slide. That should get them. Actually, I'll Rock Slide because I didn't quite kill them last time. Oh no. They Air Slash me, but this ain't gonna do a lot. I'm Rock type. If this had abilities, I should have hit that Rock Slide, because I'm pretty sure Mega Pidgeot has no guard. But there's no abilities in this game. So I can miss Rock Slide, they can miss Air Slash Hurricane. That's Pidgeot that way. Vile Plume. Like, we didn't do all the we didn't do Seadra versus Seadra. We didn't do Hitmonlee versus Hitmonlee. We just did Jinx versus Jinx. But I think for the finale it's appropriate. We show who the best Oddish line evolution is. Go Oddish. I like Oddish a lot. I have a close friend who does not like Oddish. I like Oddish. Oddish is cute. I love Oddish. That's Seedish. Sludge Bomb! Mega Blut! Acid was Blut. Sludge Bomb was Mega Blut. A Big Blut. Well, that was a Big Blut attack. Big Blut! Their attack on a critical hit would have been close to a KO. That would not have been nice. I don't want to lose my Pokemon right again. This was not the optimal play. The optimal play probably would have been Scyther, actually. But I decided, no, I want to use Oddish. Got a few more level ups. Bubble Blast is 63, nice. Oh, Rapidash. I wonder which Pokemon is good against Rapidash. I think it's Bubble Blast. Good defense, Stab Surf against it, resist their main move. Let's go Bubble. Let's drown the Rapidash. Sure. Jolteon. I was hoping Jolteon would be the final Pokemon they use. Just because then I could finish it off with Oddish. Now I'm afraid to use Oddish because I feel like Crit Thunder might actually KO me here. So I'm going with Hitmonlee instead. What's left after this? Slowbro, Marowak. Probably Seadra Scyther. I'll still just KO the Jolteon, because especially with Crit Thunder, that can do a lot of damage. I go first, I go before Jolteon. That just shows that speed investment. Yeah, normally I don't do a lot of EV training during the playthrough. EV training, if I happen to still have EVs remaining when I get to the league, I do it then. Here, it's a bit different, because you kind of need to put in some candies to keep up with the opposing Pokemon. Especially some of the coach trainers. But they were doing Slowbro, right? I think this is Slowbro. So, yeah, I put some investment in, and after the death of the Hitmonlee, I wanted to get a bit more defense stuff for it, a bit more speed. And I probably overdid it a little bit. Caesar Cross! You are not... Okay, this one doesn't have a flamethrower. You're not going down, Scyther. You are not... Just relax. You can take this. Well done. That was under half. You did more than half with X Scissor. You can take him out now. Caesar Cross! And now the last Pokemon on Trace's team that they'll be using in this playthrough is easily my favorite Pokemon on their team. Because of the lore. As Wolfian said earlier in Twitch chat, I forgot it's like Fire and Leaf Green, but it's the alternate universe of Kanto. In this alternate universe, where Blue and Red have already done their adventure, but we're doing the adventure that they did in the original universe, like we're beating Team Rocket and stuff, the Cubone isn't just, oh yay, like the mother is now, can rest in Pokemon Heaven, and the Cubone can chill, I don't know, with Mr. Fuji or whatever. Cubone's okay. He's using the Marowak. He caught the Cubone. He bonded with the Cubone. It's a really cool scene in general that you get at Pokemon Tower when the Marowak comes in. But instead of fighting it, I don't think you fight it, or do you? Either way, Cubone comes in, sees Mom, is sad. Mom's like, okay, my kid is safe. I can go rest in Pokemon Heaven. Kid is sad. Bonds with Trace. Trace catches it. I think that's amazing. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to drown this Metalocke. That would give me 6 more Hall of Famers. I believe I was at 335, so that would give me to 341. Yep. Okay, I admit it. Potato, you're the strongest trainer in the world. Because there's obviously no more regions at all. No Steedish, you can't evolve. You're just a baby. I got to say it one time. Aw, man, my reign is over already. That was pretty short. You're the champion now, Potato. As for me, I've got a new goal to work toward. Potato! So, you've done it at last. You've defeated the Pokémon League. My sincerest congratulations. You've grown a great deal since you first caught Pikachu and set out with that Pokédex. Yes, Potato, you've really come into your own as a fine young man. And Ocean, you showed great resolve, never losing heart as you saw your journey through to the end. I did see, though, in the way you two battle, that kind heart of yours might still be causing you to hold yourself back when it comes to your Pokemon and to facing Potato. It's hardly much of a weakness, but it may have cost you the battle this time. Regardless, the two of you showed us an extraordinary battle. Thanks, Professor. Potato, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing, don't you? It was the marvelous bond you share with your Pokémon that brought you here. Now, Potato, come with me. Oh, the save is already. Congratulations, Potato. This is where we record forever the Pokémon who have performed so admirably for their trainers here at the Pokémon League. This is the Hall of Fame. Being honored here is one of the greatest joys a Pokémon trainer may achieve. Potato, you've battled hard to become a Pokémon League champion. Let us record this great achievement of you and your Pokémon for all to remember. We see them just like in the Pokemon Center, with Hitmonlee and a Master Ball, because what else was I going to use it on? Yeah, champion! Added to the Hall of Fame, Shinzo the Kabutops. Kissy face the Jinx. Mwah. He kick your butt! Crapshy used X-Scissor. We didn't really get to make that joke much today. Bubble Blast, the Seadra, and the star of the early game, my favorite member of the team, Steedish Oddish! It's called Steedish because Oddish is a stronger version of Onix. Because Oddish has a higher base attack than Onix. They keep making that reference. But I thought, this Oddish isn't just better than an Onix. This one's better than a Steelix. So if Oddish and Onix have similar names, what if Oddish was like a better version of Steelix? So now it's Steedish. And it could beat a Valbloom a couple times. It beat Onix's. Just no Steelix in this game, otherwise it would inflect the track. I'm gonna take the screenshot there, I think that looks good. Yeah. Oh yeah, lovely art, yeah! Da, 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 da. I'm gonna, okay, you're gonna hear two bling sounds. That's my computer, don't worry about it. That's the first one. I am opening PK Hex just to check the Pokemon I have in the Gen 4 storage. Just to give you a preview of what I might have on my team starting Platinum, which is, by the way, going to start on Monday next week. That was the second one. I potentially could do both Palkia and Giratina at the start, but I won't. Because I want to do Palkia as in a separate playthrough. I'm going to use Giratina. We're going to catch an Electabuzz later on in the game to be a new Electivire, because that one died in the White 2 or White or Black finale, something. At least a Gen 5 finale at some point. I think before the first gym, I think there was only 4 Pokemon options if we don't use Palkia. Our 2X will be a Happiny. We have a Cherubi. That's a 1X. And then we'll have Giratina and our 3rd attempt at Leafeon in Gen 4. Once it died in Route 216, once it died against the Elite Four. I think against Cynthia. I think it was in the Platinum finale. Now we're getting a 3rd attempt at Leafeon. With Playlist the Eevee, with Cherry the Cherubi, Joy the Happiny, and then Cuddles the Giratina because it just wants to cuddle. And then other options will become available. We can fill up the rest of the team after we've beaten Rourke. What was the last time what did they do originally with the Gen 4 games? Sort of Pearl, then Soul Silver. That was a run I did with Quilava. Then Platinum. Then Hard Gold, where I got the Giratina. And then I would have done Diamond. And then to start Gen 4 in the 6th loop, I did, I think, Soul Silver a 2nd time? Or Hard Gold, one of the two. And that's where I got the Palkia that died in the Platinum finale. Still have... I could, with the Sinjo Ruins event, the Arceus event, I could also get a level 1 Dialga there. But I already have a Dialga in Gen 8. Originally caught in Brilliant Diamond, didn't end up using it. I don't really want to do BDSP that much, because it's probably one of my lesser favorite games to play. But at the same time, I probably want to Foreverlocke it again, because it is a very high challenging game, and it is satisfying to beat it. I love doing that with a Blissey. I beat the entire champion team of Cynthia with a Blissey. That was really fun to have that strategy happened to work out. And I do want to use the Dialga, maybe the Darkrai there, because I redeemed the Darkrai in Gen 8 as a backup for stuff like Cynthia. So maybe I'll do a few more Sword and Shield runs when we get to Gen 8 and eventually do a Brilliant Diamond, Shine and Pearl one again. I don't know yet. Next playthrough, we're going to do Gen 4. We're going to do Pokemon Platinum. After that, maybe Legend CA, but I first want to finish the regular DLC. Oh, this is where the cute scene happens. I thought it would have been earlier. The Pikachu gets the flower! That's so adorable. Yeah, it would be best for it to be following Pokemon including Pikachu Eevee, yeah. So it's like a what if Giratina if friendly instead of scary. Well, the thing about Giratina is it's called Cuddles. It might be the devil Pokemon. It's called Cuddles, so yeah, kind of. But it's kind of like a feint. It's actually still a scary Giratina. It has probably Shadow Claw, Dragon Claw, I don't know, Earth Power, something else. Really powerful moves. Pikachu has a present! Pikachu has a small bouquet. Thank you, Pikachu. Yeah, so that's our 6 new Hall of Famers. We got 6 in, and let's go Pikachu, which was, when I started the Foreverlocke, this would have been the final game that I hadn't completed. Now with Legends ZA existing, I still have a game that I haven't played and therefore haven't beaten in the Foreverlocke, the only game. And that's Legends ZA. I'll probably do that in one of the next few playthroughs. Not promising exactly when. The earliest it could happen would be after Pokemon Platinum, but it might be a little later. Hey Oddish, what do you feel about this? How do you feel? Feel good? Very pleased. Yeah, I'm very pleased as well. Hi, Ocean. How you doing? Strong looking Pokemon. Mewtwo? Sounds like Mewtwo. Can we fight red and blue now? Is that a thing we can do? It won't count for the Foreverlocke, but I just want to try. The world has expanded. Yeah, you can fly up higher in the sky. Trying to bug you while your world's expanding. It literally just said it was expanding. I love when he comes in and says that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm breaking the fourth wall here. I know what that text box said. Hi, I'm Ronnie from Route 1. But we're not fighting any of the master trainers, even though I kind of want to. I'm gonna see, even though it won't count for the Foreverlocke, can we already fight red? I don't remember exactly what his team is. I just kind of remember it. The Let's Go team is a bit different from his Mount Silver team. I want to fight him. Because you don't see him yet. Oh, he's actually not here yet. Okay. I don't remember what the unlock requirements are. Can we fight blue right now? Or are there still other things we have to do before that? If we can't fight blue, then we end it. If we can't fight blue, we just do that fight. You know he has Charizard. Let's go, Oddish. Run, 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 run. Hey, look, you also have Oddish. Hi, Oddish. Look, it's another Oddish. Yeah, because there's more Oddish. Can we fight in here? Hi, can we fight you? Just as a little bonus. If something dies here, it doesn't count. I'm gonna see if I can beat blue. Without looking up his team. Salvatoros. That's a pretty good start. I have Kabuto. They are higher level. Ooh, I can commit to the boost now. I'll do it. Give me a boost. Doesn't mean using Shinzo for the rest of the fight. But Shinzo has some good moves against Executor, against... this needs to do under half, which is good. This is doing under half. A waterfall, risk the crit. Just over half only. Okay, I heal now. And then waterfall him again next turn. I probably want to leech life on something the moment I'm able. While still doing good damage on healing. To get some extra healing on. And to look better for the next Pokemon. Just don't crit me. I won't save after this fight, because the Pokemon technically should already be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm not catching anything new. This is just end of playthrough. This is just bonus content. He didn't go down. Okay, in that case, I heal again. And this is with the stat boost and everything. I can't two-shot a Tauros while having an attack boost. That shows that it's not just the level. He has some investments with candies. And they're still doing good damage, like 60 damage with me having a defense boost and high defense. Alright, I'll leech life just to get the tiniest bit of health back. Any little bit might be important. That was 1 HP, so he had a maximum of 3. That was like a higher roll than a lower roll. Executor can hit me hard, but especially with the speed boost now from Pikachu giving it, I should go first. I'm not too worried about their grass move. I'm just going to leech life and sap all their health and be max health against the next Pokemon. And the nice thing is, when they Mega, and I believe they have Mega Charizard Y, and it's Lance that is Mega Charizard X, Because Mega Charizard, why? But because there's no abilities in this game, it won't set up Drought. Like, it won't set up the Sun with Drought. Some of water attacks can still do a lot. Gyarados, we know how to deal with that one. So he has mostly the same Pokemon. I think he just doesn't have Pidgeot and he has Tauros instead of Pidgeot. Does he have Rhydon still? Ooh, I missed. That's not very good. That's under half, so I just Rock Slide again. That one's stronger than Lance's. Lance's didn't go down. But I have a boost now. Which still doesn't make it go down. That just shows you how much stronger Blue is with the Candy in this one. But they flinch. Let's go. I think I can safely lose life. Let's go. Get a bit more health out of it. Hi, Gyarados. Aerodactyl. Kinda spooky. Decent attack. Speed is his best stat. I'm going to heal. See how much he can get me towards that. I was at 105. Earthquake probably again? Yeah, makes sense for coverage. A lot of them have Earthquake. 103, so it doesn't really matter. Would I be faster than Aerodactyl? I don't think Waterfall, like Aqua Jet will do it. I was still Waterfall. I do actually go for a big boost. That's Aerodactyl down. There's Aerodactyl then instead of Rhydon. Still has Alakazam. Can be pretty fast Pokemon. But I also can leech life health away from him. Let's go! Nom nom nom! This bonus content. It just happens to be that the day I'm streaming this, Shinzo, the person who Kabutops is named after, also had his Pokemon Battle Revolution request premiere on YouTube. It's coincidence that that happened today. I just realized that when I let him know, like, hey, your thing is premiering today. I'm like, wait a second, your Pokemon is also in the finale today. Alright, here's Charizard. We took out a regular Charizard with a Waterfall. But this is going to be a Mega. So I'm going to Rock Slide it. Mega Shinka! Rock Slide! And Shinzo beat the gym leader. Let's go, Shinzo. Okay, do not save the game. Do not save the game. So used to often saving the game. I can't save the game. Not allowed. I thought the symbol at the bottom was autosave. Okay, it's not. Alright, that'll be it then for this playthrough. Thank you very much for watching Let's Go Pikachu with me and being at the streams. Thank you, Wolfie and Light, for chatting with me as well. Everyone else that was watching. I will be back on stream tomorrow. Probably playing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, regular playthrough, none Foreverlocke. Then a few days of break while I go to a musical, while I watch WrestleMania, do a bunch of fun things. And then I'll be back on stream after that on Monday with the start of a new Foreverlocke playthrough. Foreverlocke playthrough 63 in Generation 4 Pokemon Platinum using a level 1 Giratina. Rourke won't know what hit him. See you then. Make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Underway.